You live it.
Some type of way.
EMS.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yep, Jeremy's thinking what I'm thinking.
Right, come on up.
Hi guys, AEMT,
Hey, Violet.
Violet Waters. Two little announcements. I don't know if it's been brought up at the Shift 3 meeting, but we had a promotion.
Good morning, chat.
Our lovely former EMT, Jeremy Shimizu, was promoted to
I guess
AEMT.
not doing the one means
Advanced
you're like
EMT,
30k
so
richer.
you know
That is
he
true.
he's got the promotion, and we're also very, very proud of him. And
I'm feeling
Jeremy,
better.
would
I
you like
am.
to do the next?
Please no. Hello, this is EMS Jeremy Shimizu, cosine Alpha 20. I've been working in this department for like more than half year, so I'm very, very glad to get promoted to AEMT and continue serving for the community and the department. And on the other notes, we have a brand new member joining us. It's a little duckling trainee. And come up, Kai.
I hate you all.
What?
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Kai, I'm here, I'm queer, and that's about it. I exist.
Hi Kai, nice to meet you.
Hi!
All right, hold on.
What?
Questions?
What?
Questions?
No questions.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Mm,
Is it important?
Reese's ice cream.
Ooh, that's a
good one. That's a good one.
Yes.
Wasn't Jonah
yes.
eating her moose tracks earlier today? Was that earlier today? Or was that last night?
It was last night.
Oh my
It was last
god.
night. Yeah.
Kai, is that it?
Yeah.
okay, but if it had to be soft serve, what flavor?
Oh, someone said something about soft serve in the back?
Yeah, if it's soft serve ice cream, what flavor?
Ooh, great question. Great question from Mr. Rhodes. W. Rhodes.
Anything chocolate. I don't care.
Chocolate.
Anything chocolate.
Can't go wrong with chocolate.
You cannot.
All right, Jonah, bark or meow?
Yeah, bark or meow.
Bark?
Now you gotta bark.
Oh. You know?
Good one.
Very good.
I'll take it.
Any other questions for our duckling?
Howdy.
All right, you're going to see him paired up with us FTOs for a little while, you know, but he's a good kid.
For soft
He'll
serve
make great
strawberries to
EMTs.
play.
Yeah,
It's
I believe
typically
sometimes he might get a
vanilla
pullover
chocolate
for traffic
strawberry.
stop,
Hey!
but it's not pleasant.
Oh.
But yeah, please be nice to him, okay?
Congrats, Kai. Congrats, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats to the both of them. All right, any other announcements? Anyone feeling like they want to come up and
One more thing. I have gotten a grand total of one silly little guy you can't park there. If you guys want bits at the meetings, you gotta send me silly little guys you can't park there. Please and thank you. Love you. Bye.
Hello.
Good night, LT.
Good night.
Lieutenant.
Well, listen. I'll make it short and sweet. It's probably the last day you're gonna see me in the BCSO. That being said, you know, I will be accepting my position in the LSPD. And additionally, listen, I've very quickly have I realized that a lot of things are unnecessarily gatekept. And so I'm going to be pushing for quite a few changes to ensure that, you know, you don't have to be a senior to drive a Premier, because I think that's silly. Or, you know, need high command approval for the large evidence boxes, because That's a bit wonky if you ask me. And then the gun stuff, I don't know. Some people we're gonna have to figure that one out. But the moment we do have it figured out, I can assure you we'll have people out there with shotguns. Probably. Asterisk.
Oh,
Depending on cert slash ranks. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Sort of TLDR. I'm probably not going to be around too long tonight. Still not feeling all that well, but again, you can look forward to those changes and they will be announced and adjusted in our SOPs accordingly. Any questions?
What's gonna happen with the VCSO in shift 3?
So the reality is not much is going to change. While I won't be a lieutenant, it doesn't change the fact that I will still be present. I will not, pretend that the BCSO is lesser than the LSPD. And based upon how we do things in Shift 3, realistically, it's irrelevant. Doesn't matter if I'm the Assistant Chief of Police. Doesn't matter if I'm a lieutenant in the BCSO. Do as you normally would. Follow your normal chain of command. And in Shift 3, again, realistically, that's sort of a unified PD. So again, ain't nothing changing. If you would have asked me something as a lieutenant, don't hesitate to ask me as Assistant Chief. Unless you're writing a search warrant, in which case follow the chain of command. I don't want to see that in front of me unless you've gone through all the other people. Any additional
yes, sir.
questions? No? All right. I go take seat.
I'm only gonna send my warrants to.
All right. Well, I don't really
Denied.
see any bit havers in the room. Any
Denied.
bit havers?
Denied.
Anyone feeling?
I
feeling
would.
like
I'm
they wanna
either
get
gonna
their
send
biddies
them to
out?
you or to
Pictures
Peach.
of
No
the
in betweens.
bits.
Denied.
Okay. That's the meeting. Go patrol, y'all. Have fun. Stay safe.
It's
That's the meeting.
it's a Sunday. The math is mathing.
No.
Yep.
I
Help.
I need a
Help.
mechanic.
helped.
Did you
Help.
want to talk at all anymore?
That's why Rhodes is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rhodes.
No
And
problem.
congratulations.
I appreciate it.
All three phone calls we received while sitting in the car together. I think there was enough crosstalk there.
Yeah.
What did you just do?
Rhodes, I mauled in my brain out.
What you mean, traitor?
It's UPD.
What
in
you
Shift 3. I
mean,
don't give a shit.
traitor?
It's UPD. Who cares?
Pretty much, yeah.
As long as you get me my shotgun, Rhodes, I ain't gonna care.
Well, listen, I want to ensure that we can fucking have a shotgun out there. Listen, I have a to-do list, and it includes. One moment, I will get that for you.
You actually made a to-do list?
I did, yeah, because honestly, I probably would have forgotten.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The first point: stop gatekeeping all new PD stuff to high command. With such a small group of test individuals, it's hard to ever determine if new PD equipment is too much or not. Followed by another gatekeeping PD equipment, large evidence boxes restricted to high command. Stupid. Gatekeeping PD equipment, premieres. Stupid. And then also same thing with the SMGs and shotguns.
I'll
If
be
we are
honest, I
running into a legal
understand-
issue with those, then why is it approved for Opal, Romello, and High Command? Additionally, if this occurred more than 30 days ago, then I hate to break it to you, but it's out of statute, and we
Also
moved
true.
the fuck on. But yeah, that's where I stand.
Yeah.
So, I jokingly pointed at you, Daisy, when there was issue or questions about the Shift 3 chain of command.
I'm a little
uh,
guy.
Well, but what if you weren't a little guy?
I asked to be a senior months ago and was told that I needed to be around more in shift 3, and I was around for the second entire half of shift 3 for 3 weeks and never saw Sky or Lucas a single day.
Well, I mean, they're not in charge no more, so
Yeah, that's me for now.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
they threw in their say on things when they took their demotions and went shift 2 and shift 1.
Yeah, though I don't necessarily blame them.
No,
Um,
100%.
the
Sanity's
wind.
important.
Well, there was more so the wind was taken out of their sails when everyone got demoted with zero communication to anyone, including high command in shift 3. And
I
so
bet
it
they were
was
just looking for an excuse.
Well, here's the reality, though. They did intend on transferring at a later time.
They could
but
have
you just
stayed
do?
longer and
Yeah.
made the shift okay if they didn't have the rug pulled from out. From under them.
Pretty much, there would have been a transitional period, and I feel like Frost could have likely used that information. But again, it is what it is. Hindsight's 2020. But it did push them out a lot sooner than they would have, I guess, organically have gone.
Wait, so it's 10-4?
But yeah,
I'm just a local.
Oh, 10-6.
Eh.
It's still pretty
for now.
Well, you know what that thing I was saying in the meeting, if command want to pop up on the radio and tell the dumb fucks to stop being dumb fucks, they can do that. But you got to be command to do that, Daisy.
I'll still just do it and I'll just eat a dap for it.
Are you feeling good?
Ooh. What are
Yeah,
we
there
eating
was
daps for?
There's a scene just before storm, bank robbery, polluted bank robbery. One of the suspects decided to blap because they got pissed off at the interceptor driver on them. We got them shot down. We got them secured. We're setting up triage. They came for the suspect. Other people, who robbed the bank. We managed to fend them off, get the suspect up to CMC, and then I personally processed them lightning fast up to Brook. Return to the call. It was the scene lead wanted to downgrade it to 77s because they had been trying to get away. They had put their guns away. They weren't necessarily, looking to shoot. The scene then,
Yeah,
people
pretty
didn't
much.
like that, including Daisy, who was in Air 1, who was communicating information about, what the suspects were doing and how they were positioning themselves and what that might mean. Helen, the scene lead, did not like that. She did not like the other people popping up on radio questioning what she was saying as the scene lead. They then took us to the hot dog alleyway near Emanation, off Adam's Apple and Elgin. They got out of their cars and started getting up on roofs. And at this point, it very clearly became obvious that it was going to turn into 78s again. And then Helen still, was thinking that, this is my call. I'm saying it's 77, it's not 78. So we got too many people here. Meanwhile, they're like literally getting on roofs to do an ambush.
And before that, we flipped a vodka by the old courthouse on Eastbourne. And whoever was in the vodka said on his radio that he was just going to shoot this guy. So I told the units that were trying to get him out, if he gets out of that gun with a gun in his, or he gets out of the car with a gun in his hand, shoot him, because he's telling his friends that he's going to shoot you. And then Helen said something about like, no, don't do that. We're baiting them into a shootout.
She certainly felt some type of way about the aggression that units were having in response to, 2 cops being shot by a member of this bank robbing group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she, put her foot down about it and got responses back she didn't like, so she triple down. And of course, I don't know exactly what happened in that hot dog alleyway because I was warned off reattaching by Helen after I got done processing the shooter. Something happened in that alleyway that made them decide not to shoot. So they then fled again. But while this was happening, it was very obviously they were getting on their rooftops, in them alleyways to shoot. And Helen was, continuing to double, triple, quadruple down. Eventually, she just started ordering people off the call, and then they started like petty 311ing that they were breaking off, and they said, "Oh, I thought it was a 78 call," and stuff like that. So there's just a lot of like nastiness that was unnecessary. A lot of, like honestly, Helen's lucky that they didn't start to shoot in that alleyway because then she would have had pie in her face. Instead, she felt vindicated, right?
Over what would have been sort of sort of classified as like the minority situation, in that in 99% of cases people are getting on rooftops is because they're going to start
Yes.
blasting.
If we can de-escalate a situation, and if the scene lead wants to try to de-escalate the situation, that's her call. I agree that people should not have been piping up on the way that they were on radio, outside of a couple of specific instances, specifically like Daisy and Air One, articulating things, giving units orders who are, not the scene lead's not there, not necessarily aware of exactly what's going on, right? But also I think Helen hedged incorrectly and got lucky, and then took it very personally when people disagreed with her, even if those conversations should have happened after the active off radio, right?
Yeah.
So my last 2 hours have been just like getting feedback from people. Hey, how did this scene go poorly? How can we look to improve it in the future? But then also trying to get an important deputy for shift 2 in terms of personnel and training, to not feel like they can't come on patrol because nobody will listen to them and they're incredibly demoralized. And that's a lesson that I've been learning as a new command member, is that even if I see something stupid, I'm not necessarily going to correct it in the moment, because that is really, 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 really
There's a
bad
time
for
and
morale.
place.
But in the same time, right, I had an officer bring up a concern, right, that somebody who was ordered off that call was a unit who was attached to that call from the get-go. And all he did on that call was secure the hostage, document a car, put spikes down where he was ordered to, secure triage. He did not get to do anything that he might otherwise feel is worth his time necessarily. He did not. And then when it's no longer 78s and it's 77s, and he has the opportunity to try to apprehend, right? He's there, he's in his car, he's not busy with the hostage or documenting something. He's then ordered off the scene by the scene command, right? Who should have known that he was an original unit on the call, not broken.
Well,
right?
I don't know. Not everyone is going to have that sort of that buffer in their mind of remembering exactly who was attached originally.
Right. But because she didn't, that guy's morale is going to take a big hit.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
And
100%.
he said as much, right?
Yeah, he was
so-
basically just a cleanup guy and then got ordered off.
So at the end of the day, the lesson here for everyone on that call is that time and place, and my job here is now just to manage everybody's morale after the fact, because it got toxic, it got nasty, it got messy when it did not need to. Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Police work, we're all human.
Rhodes, your opinion on something.
Yeah.
Chase splits up into 3 vehicles. Somebody from vehicle A is on one side of the town, vehicle B and C are on the other side. Vehicle A, suspect gets out, starts shooting cops. 78s get called. And then vehicle B, C, and surprise vehicle D show up on the scene, circling constantly, and we have the units to pursue them. Would you approve high-speed pits because they were the ones that were also in that crime? Not necessarily shot, but their friend shot, and then they showed up circling the area.
I mean, you've just told me that there's 4 vehicles involved in this. Were these swaps from like an original car?
I'm not sure. I attached a 78.
I likely would have approved high-speed pits on that basis alone.
Yeah, so after the shooting happened, separate thing that I also molded about, when I attached to the thing, I was dealing with Peach, Frodo, and Nikki in my car, all trying to sing Hot to Go in sync. That was a struggle on its own.
Bless your heart.
And then driving a Premiere with 4 people in it, trying to keep up with this thing.
I was trying so hard not to pass you, just accidentally.
Yeah, you could have just passed me.
I should have just fucking passed you.
I had to drive that car super wide because of all the people.
Well, thank you for the 21 months, and follow. Thank you for the 58.
We're pursuing that car. They drop a suspect down towards the Hounds block. It was all Hounds people. And then when that suspect is getting into his car, the original car that me and Helen were chasing goes off. I don't even know where. They have a foot bail around Orchardville. And then that's when the shooting happens. We leave, come back to Orchardville to support the 78s. The PPO that was assisting Helen puts it in a very bad triage. I think multiple people probably said it was a very bad triage.
Talking about Selena, right?
Yes. Yeah, so
she's full deputy now.
Oh,
Okay.
she full deputy now? Okay,
Yeah.
well, she puts it in a very bad triage. And then while they're there, the car that suspect that saw him get in this tulip shows up. The Sultan that they were chasing shows up, and another car shows up. It was a vodka. And they're just circling over and over and over. So I tell them put spikes in all the entrances. I ask for high-speed pits because their friend just shot people. Helen said no, because they're not associated. This person doesn't have a cut on. They're not in the same group.
You'll notice I didn't countermand her because she was the scene lead and she didn't want the high speed pits and she was not the one who asked for them. But I did say if they made another play, I would immediately approve them.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm having a hedge there.
Mm-hmm.
Before I get there and have to deal with all of those cars too, Radich, for some reason, with multiple outstanding cars, thought it would be a great idea to land Air One
Brother.
on the Innocence Bridge and get out with him and V Gray and join the shootout. So
Innocence Bridge?
They landed it.
Or
They
like
landed Air
Rancho
One.
Bridge?
They landed when Bradford got shot initially.
Okay,
When I arrived on
Wait a
scene and
minute, El
shot
Rancho.
Maggie down, they were already on the floor.
Yeah, it was El Rancho.
Okay,
So that
all right.
bridge that goes from the Barrio to Orville or
Yep.
to Popular, yeah, he landed right there in the middle of the street
What
with
did you just do?
multiple
That's no
outstanding
bueno.
vehicles. No, very no bueno. Me,
We're-
Nikki, Peach, and Frodo roll up, and I'm just like, why the fuck is Air One here? I said, we're taking it. We're not leaving it here. A, because the criminals could come and steal it. B, they could blow it up. C, we need it in the air because there's multiple outstanding vehicles.
This is the guy that Ruby just pushed to be shift to air lead and trainer. Meanwhile, I'm pushing for Matt Martin or Sky or somebody like that to take over air lead for shift 2.
Yeah, Matt can do it 100%.
Well,
But yeah, he does that. And yeah, Helen didn't want to approve high-speed pits on all of these other vehicles because their friend who, and I quote, is not wearing a cut was the one that shot.
VP of the club, by the way. We all knew it was Meg. We all knew it was Sophie Sanders. We all knew it was the VP of the club.
that's really
So-
awkward.
Yeah. So chase continues. Like I said, they flip the vodka over by the old courthouse. Whoever's in that says, I'm going to shoot this guy. I tell them, if he gets out of the car with a gun, shoot him. I'm not going to let you guys give him a chance to shoot.
You have more restraint than me. If someone is telling me they're going to shoot me,
In this shift, I would have shot him.
I'm going to shoot them.
Yeah, like this shift, or if like you were around, or Angel was still on duty, I just would have shot him. But at that time of day,
But
it's
also,
just like-
listen, I understand like our level of aggression not necessarily being the same per shift, and also we don't want to start problems in areas outside of our shift that we aren't going to see through and causing a
Yeah.
problem for another shift. So like I understand, but like my call would have been the same on that no matter what.
You got my blessing to come into shift 2 and give one warning and shoot people. I was at a three-way bank truck like earlier this week, and we roll up. There's 7 bodies on the floor. There's 3 fellas running away. They all got guns out. We get on megaphone, me and Jimbo. We say, guns away or you're going to be shot. Extremely clear, right? 2 of them put their guns away. They get in the car and flee. 3rd guy, he's just running. He don't put his gun away. I get out of my car. I just unload him into the back of him, right? Like, at the end of the day, if I order you to put your gun away and you don't, if you say you're going to shoot me, like, these are the situations where we don't fuck around. We don't over-issue warnings. We don't hem and haw. We just,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and for me, it's no longer just put your gun away and do not pull it back out, because these bitches is putting them away, getting in a core and pulling them out again, getting out with the gun in hand, and I'm like, didn't we already have this conversation?
Yeah.
And if they pulled their gun out, at this point, I now have a good faith belief that they go start blasting.
If Angel was still on duty when this call happened, I guarantee she would have said word for word, kill that guy, when I relayed that he said he was gonna shoot somebody whenever his car got flipped.
Yep, sounds about right. Now,
Yeah,
now
Angel would've
here's
just
the
been like,
thing.
"Kill that
Here's
guy."
the thing. I guess the tricky part comes from Helen's perspective of trying to de-escalate. Like, I do understand that, and at the end of the day, those are ultimately judgment calls, right? Like, in shift 3, I know if I'm dealing with the besties, despite them being a very aggressive group in general, I know if I'm dealing with Jamal or Idiot, or a handful of people within besties, like, I know I'm going to be able to direct and guide the PD into ideally a situation which, you know, we're de-escalating. Even if under normal circumstances, that could mean otherwise, like having been shot. In saying that, again, they are also judgment calls at the end of the day. Like more recently, this thing with Hades and Reggie and KJ, where they're stealing lifeguard vehicles and ranger vehicles and whatnot. Like, you know, it's sort of a sort of bantery thing that happens, nothing real serious. And on one occasion, it did become serious when they gunned down at PD Toe. Though that's a whole other thing. But long story short, Reggie then spoke with Davenport and made it clear, like, that is not going to happen again, and it shouldn't have happened to begin with. That's not to say that we need to sit there and trust criminals all the time, but you do need to make a good faith attempt into or when dealing with certain people that you have rapport with. Now, if you ain't got rapport with people, that's a whole different story. At that point, you're just assuming, you know. But like, you know, when you have rapport with people, you're making sort of an educated guess, if you will, which is more than just a randomized. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
I had to tell Bjorn earlier today that he did in fact not have rapport with Jordan Elmore. That nobody does. Nobody could talk to Jordan Elmore like that and not get shot.
I got my
I don't know if
hospital
they'll
bracelet off.
He's a
Holy
he's
fuck.
like
bastard.
he's part of Saint Press.
Yep.
But I don't give a fuck about Jordan Elmore or anyone down in Cyprus. I'll be honest. I potentially, maybe a little bit, started gang war supported by High Command.
Just a little guy. Just
Yeah, just a little guy. I told Stevie that I was tired of people just being like, "What are you doing here? You want to get shot?" I'm like, if we have the units, if they're threatening to shoot, then get them out of the car, frisk them. They're not going to get out of the car. They're going to run. And they've already threatened to shoot you, so I'm going to ask for high-speed bits. It turned into a shootout. It was a whole thing.
Did we get
Stevie
him?
supports it, and so does Angel. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, we got all of them.
Wait a minute. When was this?
Yesterday? Served from a bank truck in Polito.
Was it just... It wasn't just titled Polito, was it?
Bank truck Polito, I think was the title. If you search me, it will be one of the last incidents I wrote.
Cookie's bank truck? Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Bessie shot down. Man, I can't even search your... Were you the creator?
Yes.
Found it.
Yeah, it was bank truck.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm liking what I see regarding people's nicknames being at the end of their name, so you can actually search their name.
Yeah.
It was really bothering me when we would put, like, Kane and then Sully in quotes in the middle, and then Sullivan, because
Yeah.
then you couldn't search Kane Sullivan.
I was trying to search Drake Morgan, and it wouldn't show up because it said OP in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's worth having their alias, if you will. Flippy, for example, right? Like, I think he's kind of a prime example. I should be able to search Flippy without a problem. But if you put Flippy anywhere in between Juan Carlos Hernandez, someone who's unfamiliar with Flippy is going to search Juan Carlos Hernandez, except it's really Juan Carlos Flippy Hernandez, and then bam, it's gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And I know this from Nate. Yeah, right here. Nate Sneaky Karama.
That's a creepy clown.
Yes. In fact, I'm just going to put his thing at the end. And I think that needs to be an SOP thing that we just ultimately sort out here in the near future. Speaking of SOP stuff, Again, as I stated during my announcement, I'm going to try to ensure that a bunch of useless stuff is not useless stuff is not gate kept. I want to ensure that stuff isn't gate kept, but additionally, I want to ensure that our SOPs are accurate. Asterisk. Listen, I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going through 60 some odd pages of stuff to determine their, how valid they actually are. But if there's anything that stands out to either of you two, please reach out to me regarding what they are and how they can be improved.
Okay.
Peach was saying that there should be SRU SOPs, like specifically for street races. Because she asked me what happened in a street race earlier, because that was like a whole other thing that me and Nikki talked to her about Bradford. Because I don't know how or why it's so hard for Bradford to choose a target. It's literally just pick a car, go for it. Because he wanted Air 1 to pick a target, but Air 1 is 50 miles an hour slower than any car that we chase. So we can't determine what the cars can actually keep up with.
Yeah. Or if you weren't there from the start, you also can't determine if, like, this is a circuit, whether or not they've actually done more than a single lap, or if they've been noticed multiple times.
So we got there before they even started the race. I asked Angel, because Lexi Law was, like, screaming the other day, frustrated about cops spiking a race. So I asked Angel, since Lexi was, like, yelling at me about it.
It didn't disperse. There were, like, 4 cops that showed up.
Yeah, so I asked Angel, are we doing this the old way, right? Where we show up, a bunch of cops tell you, leave, you're being illegal, street racing is illegal, disperse now. And if they don't, are we spiking them? And she said, hell yeah, you are. So I told one of the 5 units there on the ground to go spike. None of them listened to me. Great.
I'm not surprised. I'm going to be honest, in Shift 3 we wouldn't, just because our numbers are typically no bueno. But again, that just comes down to the fact that we do have to pick and choose our battles. We can't maintain a consistent response because one day we might have 15 units on duty, the next we might have 2.
Yeah.
Also, to be fair, Daisy, we had like 3 ground units on that call for the first 15 minutes, and there were 20
there were
to 30
definitely
cars.
5 officers down there, because I counted the
Were there
blips.
5? Well, Angel stopped to talk to one.
Angel wasn't there yet. She was around the corner still.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no one listened when I said to do that. Angel went to talk with Toby Jones because she had something going on with him. I guess he's trying to apply for BCSO or something. And then was like, I'm going to be busy for 10 minutes. So she showed up at the race to grill him. And then we asked Ground to actually pick a target. Bradford just starts running a bunch of plates and is like, check if any of these have a warrant instead of just picking a car.
That's not very practical.
No.
Like, doing a warrant check on that many people is crazy.
The only reason we were able to do it was because I had 2 other people in my helicopter. So
I mean, it'd literally be...
and Jonah could search me.
It'd be more efficient to just verbally announce over radio who does have an active warrant.
Yeah. But he's like running plates and relaying names instead of just picking a target. We were like, just pick a target. And he says that he wants Alex Harris's Dominator or Mustang, so it had to be a Dominator.
It's like...
And Nikki asks, what color headlights does it have? Or what color underglow? Like any determining factors where it's easy for us to find it. And he says that he doesn't know because he's not actually on Alex Harris's Dominator. He's on a car 6 cars behind Alex Harris's Dominator. And instead of just picking the car that he's on, wants the one 6 cars in front of him.
That's not very practical.
Nope.
It was a fumble from Bradford. Some of his calls are good, some of his, his call leadership. Some of his calls are good, and some of his calls are just not good. It depends on what, what Bradford you're getting for the day. Today was a lackluster Bradford.
It's so tricky, though, because without context of why he made that call, it's difficult to determine. For example, I have caught myself more recently hesitating to say things over radio that provide context behind some of my decision making because, and I know this sounds terrible, but EMS does have access to our radio. And it would not be unheard of for people to take said context and have loose lips and provide information to people. And so let's say it were for an investigative reason and Bradford decided, I've heard that name as part of whatever investigation. Let's see if, if we make an arrest here, what that, what the end result of that is. And then, going down that route. Normally I would announce the context over radio, but again, more recently with some concerns of EMS potentially leaking information, it's
always the EMS.
It's rough.
I'm kidding. It's not always the EMS. It's sometimes.
So I personally would have had a conversation with Bradford, because also, listen, we'll go for a fucking injured gazelle in this street race, okay? The first bitch you see smoking, we'll go for him.
Because that was what Peach was asking me, and I told her it depends on who is chasing it, because you'll go after the injured gazelles, Espino's will go after the injured gazelles, I'll go after somebody that ejected from their car and got ran over by every other street racer, aka Dildo.
Sounds like an Omega injured gazelle.
Yeah, that was Omega injured gazelle. I did feel bad, so I only gave her like 10 months. She was more upset about having to do most of these again.
I think, listen, the other day we had a situation with TJ. Poor guy. He was the one who called Davenport, and at the very beginning, Davenport said, do not target the blue 9F.
Oh.
And the blue 9F was the first one to disable in front of officers. In fact, it happened in front of me. Well, right behind me, actually.
Was that Cora Star's car?
No, it was TJ's. And I think it was, oh my gosh, who attached to it? I forget. Victor and someone else, maybe Storm. Oh my gosh, it could not have happened at a worse fucking time. He ends up being cuffed. In addition to being cuffed, he was searched. On his person was a table. Then he gets taken by someone else who is, for all intents and purposes, an atrocious driver. They get caught. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, listen, with this on your person, we 1,000% can be going for
a raid.
Yeah. However, for the sake of ensuring that we are not kicking someone after we pushed them down, after they've provided us assistance in locating a street race, it's like, I understand for some people that those, like, one very clearly outweighs the other, but in shift 3, that's not so much the case. Who else is gonna fucking call us and let us know where a street race is gonna be starting? Other than someone like TJ. Like, yes, he absolutely fucked up, and yes, we seized it, and yes, we told him, like, all of this is documented, and, like, if you're found with anything like that in the future, don't be surprised if you do get raided. But we're gonna make a concession here on the basis that you were helping us. It was our intent to not pursue you directly. That doesn't give you an excuse to commit other crimes, but again, they're all judgment calls at the end of the day.
No.
And
why would you self-snitch if you got a damn table on you, brother?
So when I arrested Dill, when she crashed out and got ran over by every other racer, also like 4 other cars crashed out next to her, and they fixed their cars, and no one tried to help her. That was very sad. But she said that she's definitely robbed a cash exchange and forgot that she had a meth table on her.
Well, something that is I personally find interesting is we begin to spool up what will probably eventually turn into a SRID or an HR whatever street SRU whatever the fuck it is was as we move towards that because there's a lot of people who are interested in pursuing night races currently and investigating into them. Something that we should expect is, sure, there might be like 3 or 4 people from 3 or 4 gangs all on, they're on their own radios on these races, likely, right? Helping each other out, getting pickups if they crash out, if they got cops on them. we should expect more unified fucking resistance at a certain point, as we continue to be pesky and ruin the fun.
Yeah, one of them, when ground units earlier said that they needed to disperse, basically threatened to shoot if they spiked. Which, I mean, that's more reason for me to get more units than the 5 that we had and spike them anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
I will say though, if let's assume another TJ situation where he's informing us of the street race,
Mhm.
I think we would be shooting ourselves in the foot if we approach that specific situation.
Yeah,
And
that kind of
immediately,
situation if TJ is like telling you about
yeah,
it. then,
exactly.
like,
I
that's
would
different.
not go for spikes and tell them to disperse. Like,
Yeah,
and I know that sounds silly because at the end of the day, it's still a street race, but like,
but you basically have
the
a snitch
working
on-
relation there is that like, listen, we know damn well TJ wants to race, okay, and he's doing his best to become the smallest target. Unfortunately, end up being caught. But we're not gonna get TJ's calls if we end up spiking the race at the start.
Yeah, because I've been finding them either because like me and Nikki will fly Air 1 and just find all of them with all their underglow on, just lined up somewhere, or everyone just speeds wherever the start is. Like
Yep.
they do not care. So I just follow the speeding cars.
100%. Oh gosh, I need to pick a new call sign, guys.
Yeah.
Which is
But,
extremely rough.
But yeah,
Ooh.
Peach was asking about like SRU SOPs. Because currently in the pursuit SOPs, there's not a single mention of street racing or race. So she was saying that right now, if certain people are on the call, we're just running it how SRU used to run shit. But there's no SOPs for anything. And
Yeah, you're
it's
not
not in
wrong.
the pursuit ones either. Why am I doing this? I'm a little guy.
Street races. Yeah, the only mention of street races is unit limit.
Daisy, you're doing this because if you show up for work and you phone it in for so long, you will hate your job. What is the
Angel
point? What is
threatened
the point of
me
coming around
with
and doing your job
responsibilities.
if you're just like existing? At a certain point,
no.
you'll either
Ryan
decide
Rose
to
is
do
not
more
related.
or you'll cease to exist.
Listen,
In fact,
Angel
that's a
threatened
free
me
call
with
sign.
responsibilities today, and I know she will go through with that threat. So I'm trying not to somehow become a member of High Command. I don't want that.
I don't know. Maybe think about taking a sergeant position and help Chance out.
Who?
The only member of the Shift 3 chain of command for BCSO. Who also splashes Shift 2 more than he does 3.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met Chance.
I just don't know what the resolution is for Shift 3, honestly, for BCSO.
I mean, ultimately, we just have to recruit.
UPD. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we operate as a UPD with the added benefit of, sort of pick your flavor. Because, again, straight up, no one would ever have doubted my authority or questioned my authority in Shift 3, regardless of department. And there's also the additional level of respect in that, even if you don't have a specific rank, people in Shift 3, like, we're pretty close-knit. We also know each other's history. And if someone was... if someone was previously command, high command, whatever the situation is, like, people will still reach out to you regardless of your current rank.
No.
It's never really been an issue in that sense.
Yeah, I feel like if I got demoted because Shift 2 command, high command decided they wanted someone else in the sergeant position, I would still have the exact same rapport I have with my deputies, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And they would still come to me in the same way they came to me when I was a senior deputy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Daisy, you want to think about something really funny and really spicy and very petty?
I don't know if I want to. Sure.
I have plate reads of Louis Blanc's Pink Ferrari GT at 3 or 4 street races just in the last 24 hours. What
He
about...
tweeted something that was like, wake up for night race, checkmark.
What about we motion to seize his vehicle on the docket for illegal street racing?
Roads.
Okay, here's the reality. I do think I do think we need to limit test at some point. However, my limit testing was going to be based on violent felonies and, you know, individuals getting out of vehicles or
I had the
I think
perfect situation for
prime
your
example
limit test, but you got on duty
is
20 minutes late.
I think prime example would be, let's say, Polito Bank robbery turned into OIS, and the owner of the vehicle was also one of the individuals who shot. I think that's like prime example to see where the DOJ lands regarding seizure of it being used in the commission of a crime.
It might also just be a spicy way to get this back and forth with the night race scene to evolve, right? They're that now. You know, we let them know that we're getting their plates. Might be starting to think about, you know, some fake plates. Might be starting to think about being a little bit more covert, getting to that night race.
But I love
makes-
following 20 speeding vehicles to right where they're starting.
Well, yeah, but you know, eventually it'll get boring.
Do the
I have
smart
Nikki
thing.
mapping
Sit
the
at an
tracks, too,
intersection.
whenever we find it in everyone.
Okay. I think Lyra is also doing that.
Hmm.
You should get with her, and we should honestly just work on probably on a master document. What
Oh.
I'm working on right now, because I'm not like, you know, I don't really. I'll help provide information about the tracks for the night races, because I don't think we have a lot of night race specific track information in the old master docs. What I'm interested
Probably
in is who. And developing patterns of behavior that can either be taken to the docket or used in long-term investigation in terms of creating CIs or something fun and interesting like that.
Oh gosh, I have to ask someone else about this. Is Ryan Rhodes still employed?
Who the fuck is Ryan Rhodes?
His brother.
Here's the dealio. He was around for a bit, and then he went MIA. But he's holding 290, and I want it. So as far as I'm concerned,
when that bitch Lola Lavender was around.
as far as I'm concerned, he's fired.
If they haven't been
Yeah,
around
just take
for 3 months, just take their calls on. Who cares? They can deal with it when they wake
Mike
up.
Wadham.
Yeah, he got arrested with meth on him the other day.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I'll be taking 290.
You're just gonna be taking it.
Yeah, it's mine.
I mean, high command decision right there.
Yep. Ooh. Nikki's around.
Yeah. I think she probably wants to go first.
Well, I stand by what I said. If you guys have any suggestions, I mean, I've already written down the street racing stuff. Let me know.
You want to make me a senior, Rhodes?
What was that?
I said you want to make me a senior.
I normally would. Tell you what. I will speak to Frost. And hopefully get that done. Though, if I'm being entirely honest with you, I gave Frost a list of people who I think would be fitting for both sergeant and lieutenant. And you were on that list. Now, in saying that, though, I can't stress this enough. Frost is looking for new blood. So although proven by me, although it's not a massive or like a for sure disqualifier, he will probably prioritize people without the experience. It is my assumption, my best guess.
Yeah.
In saying that, though, I mean, listen, there's both the lieutenant and sergeant position open.
What
So.
do you want, Nikki? Mission row in the meeting room.
Oh, look at that twat. Oh, and look who twatted.
Yeah.
The
Hold on, I got
retwat.
See, just wake up for night race. Oh, also, Dill is part of a racing crew. Their name is DSL. Peach says for the girlies, and her DSL fit is a baby blue sweatsuit with a baby blue beanie.
What? Now I don't wish to assume what DSL stands for, but
It does not stand for what you're assuming it stands for.
I know
Dick
I'm trying
sucking
to
lips?
I'm trying to figure out what it stands for.
I think she told me, but I forgot.
I've been calling Brandy Lane big lips and getting away with it. I don't know how I'm getting away with it.
I don't know.
Oh,
Somehow
yeah.
Nikki can't get away with
Hey,
calling
listen,
people big boy.
If you think our roster is bad now, Brandy needs to be on 1 and
Yeah, I saw the command report.
and oh wait, hold on. Was the request put through?
Yeah, Jenna's
Alright.
already approved it, I think.
Oh. Is it seeking my check mark?
I think so.
Oh gosh. But
I think
there's
she
another
was
one.
Told, she was told to talk to Shift 3 Command.
It's approved. And then
Hi, Peach.
there's one more.
What are you doing?
Why can't I think of?
Okay.
Can't think of their name right now. Bother me. Anyways, command report.
Sweet.
Brooke Ruth apparently transferred to the BCSO today.
Ooh.
Also, yeah, Crystal Clear transferred back to the LSPD.
Okay, you're valid for that.
Oh, wait, hold
Or,
on.
I don't know if she was ever in there.
The announcement was oh no, never mind.
We're also Shift 2's BCSO is probably going to be scooping up Laura Apollo
About
from the
my
LSPD in the next few days. Would be my wager. That'll get made official.
No, I don't have it off. Busting in, okay. Peach is about to bust, guys. There she is. She busted.
Oh, is this a BCSO? Only.
Oh, you're welcome.
What's with the
come
cat
in.
ears?
It's cattening.
Come in, Nikki. We've been waiting for you.
Oh, Nikki busted too.
What the hell is going on in here?
Hey.
I'm just talking.
I'm so sorry for coming in meeting like this. I'm so
It's a
sorry.
command meeting only.
No, you're not.
I'm
Okay,
not
well.
command. I'm a little guy.
How's LT suiting you, Peach?
Oh, it's going great, actually.
Yeah, you're a big guy now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I put Anita.
Oh,
I did just
wait.
tell Rhodes about how you said you wanted SRU SOPs.
I was looking at
okay.
Anita Manny on the roster as I typed that. Holy fuck.
I need a mechanic.
I think there should be
because my buffalo's
be
gonna explode.
if a
oh my god, I
certification
literally
or sub
typed
department is forming around street racing. I think
I literally
needs to be
typed
pretty
it in
clear
its
how
entire,
separate
like-
from high speed pursuit.
I looked at Anita, typed it, and then just continued on.
I think if
There's
you want to be
another
a part of a
name.
unit like that, you should actually be investigating as well as just
It's really bothering me. Hold on.
the calls.
Well, that's how SRU used to be.
Randy.
There were investigators and there were the drivers.
Maybe it was Anita?
I was an investigator when I joined, and then I stopped.
Wow,
He's just on
really?
LOA.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that,
Figure it
actually.
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those days. But she was on the right side of history.
What do you mean when I was on the right side of history? You know I've only ever been LSPD for like 2 months, right?
Okay.
Good.
Man.
So
Also, Rhodes Peach is trying to poach me.
Huh?
No, I don't want it.
That's not what you said in the car.
Ooh.
Well, what happens in the car stays in the car.
oh, Rose Peach wants to transfer to shift 3, she said.
Yeah, she does.
Is that
She
true,
loves-
Peach?
She's your shift 3 lieutenant.
You
Yep.
know, I like to collect all the marbles.
That's good because Nikki doesn't
Um.
have any, so you can have all of them.
Hold on. When you say you want to collect all the are you saying that you're trying to collect them all? Like
Yeah,
Pokemon? But not?
kind of.
Don't take over Angel's catch of the day bit.
No, that'd
She works
be
hard on those.
that would be next level griefing. And I don't know if I could ever get behind that.
I mean,
Oh,
if I was a
Angel.
Pokemon, you know, I'd be want to be
Would you be Jigglypuff?
I'd say like a Jigglypuff
I knew
Or
it.
Celebi.
because I like to jiggle.
Huh?
Wobble de wobble.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna get out there.
What? I thought we were crashing out for a bit.
But
Crashed out.
I was already.
It's hour 13. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
late. Okay,
Oh
Nikki, you're
god.
late.
Whatever.
My V star's downstairs if y'all want to use it. Have fun.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Oh.
you.
Remy, are
God.
there parts?
Let's go.
Let's
get out there, then.
Repair parts.
Peach. Let's go.
There's normally mechanics around.
Hello, cute little kitten.
I've been trying to get a mechanic.
yum, yum,
My buffalo needs a
Oh.
3 across.
Oh, what's that? A mechanic's gonna wake up in 10 minutes? That's so strange.
Really?
Where
He's going to
is-
bed. He's going to bed. He's
Oh.
going to go to bed, and then there's going to be a mechanic around. That's what he said.
I only had a 1 across.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wait, who's the one across mechanic?
Whereas I only had a 1 across.
Oh,
and
that's
he was the only person
unfortunate.
advertising
Yeah.
for repairs at
Oh,
all.
Yes.
Oh no.
I gotta write a report anyways.
All right, well,
go
we can
find
use a
Night Race.
Premiere. Yeah, let's go.
Just a heads up, we're
Oh,
likely
Verso
going to be
said he was gonna go,
changing
Bryce.
premieres to Officer Plus.
Oh, finally.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's off?
Go.
What's Officer Plus?
Officer
and higher.
or above,
Wait, Officer.
or
And
deputy and
above?
above. Yes, so
Oh,
you don't have to be a
deputy.
senior.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god!
happy.
Look
Thank
at
you.
Nikki.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You did your big one, Nikki.
Thank you. I've been keeping up. with
Nikki, are
being
there any
funny.
other
No,
concerns you
I
may
don't think
have
that's-
while I'm
don't-
now in
Um,
high command?
I need to think about it, but I do have a list. Shift 2.
Yeah, just shift 2 in its entirety.
Okay, but like something I
we-
can help with.
Yeah, you have to wake up Shift 2, and we should ride together, and you should just observe.
How about
Just
no?
observe.
Something
Okay.
reasonable, Nikki.
Okay, well, let me think about
As a
it then.
fellow gay man, I hope you'd understand.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do your night hours. I see. Yeah, you know what? I'll think about it, okay?
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Okay, perfect.
But the cars was the biggest hurdle because I kid you not, I was around for 18 hours yesterday because I was driving a Premier that Daisy gave me. With no engine in it, and I kept up with so many things. You have no idea. And I
Okay.
genuinely kept up with things and spotted this and that and that.
Well, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Listen, I'm going to get that clarified, and written up an announcement within the next 24 hours.
Perfect.
In the
Wait, what,
meantime,
clarified?
drive one anyways.
Wait,
Thank you.
for the premiere?
Yeah, premieres being
You know, I don't
Officer
think
Deputy Plus.
Oh, really? That's really nice of you and stuff.
Oh my God,
I
thank
can
you.
make the announcement
Do you
if
like
you
watching?
Oh.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Sorry, he's sitting there
no.
with binoculars looking in.
Peach, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
Okay, how
Hello,
about the
are you available
shotguns?
for a repair?
I'm not changing that yet.
Okay, where can I meet you?
Okay, well, you know what? I think it's unfair. Okay.
What's unfair?
When's the last time we got a new gun?
Oh, you're just running around.
I
How come
don't
we never
know.
get nothing new?
Peach, listen,
not
I'm
fair.
not
Do you
even in the
have parts on you?
position
I
yet.
have
It's not fair, okay? We're just getting
Peach,
it
not
over.
everything is
The
fair.
guns waved in our face, and we're supposed to just look.
I love how it gets muffled when the door closes. Okay, chat, I'm not gonna lie. I have a pain in my right shoulder from whatever this fucking gallbladder issue thing is. Which fucking sucks, but it's not that bad right now. But if it does get bad, I will be ending stream. Ooh, we don't have a food delivery. Am I okay? Yes. In case you didn't see, I did post on the Discord. I was at the ER for full 24 hours. It was not fun. It was not fun at all. So the long story short was a month and a half ago, I was actually at the emergency room because of like it was a constant pain in my like lower right abdomen area, I guess. And
What did you
I was
just
like,
do?
okay, like I don't know if this is like fucking like a